positive criticism. Is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it something that's wrapped up in a nice bow and package only to bring you such disgust and disappointment when you open it up metaphorically? Is it something that can help you grow into a better person? Or is it something that is a facade of success building? That's what we're going to talk about today here with Mills Life and Business Consulting, is how to take feedback and whip it all up and take it as positive criticism. And with this very short video right here, there's not many things to really touch on, but just really focusing on having a certain mindset and having a certain intention and responsive retention when you are taking in feedback from other individuals and opinions from other individuals when you're accomplishing something or striving to do something as well. Because the inevitable fact of life is that unless you're doing something, if you're doing something worthwhile that is going to help others find their goals, find their gifts, find their true callings, if you will, you're going to get noticed. And when you get noticed, you're going to have certain wandering eyes around that are going to simply criticize you. They're going to simply have an opinion about what you're doing, what you're not doing, what you should be doing, how you should do something, when in the midst of all of that, if you reverse those questions and comments towards them, you find out they're doing much less than what they're speaking about you on. So that's one part of the process, is to understand that your haters, your protractors, your individuals that repel against you, your rebellious audience, they 9 times out of 10 are always doing less than what you're doing. Because if they were in the spotlight like you were, like say in front of a camera, presenting to a group of people, to a community in an effort to help people improve and grow and think their way into a better life so that their best life can be attracted towards them, you come to find out if they're doing that like you're doing that, they wouldn't have anything, they would be heading against you anyway, because they're too busy in their own spotlight. You see? But if they have enough time to become a keyboard warrior or something of the similar and type up malicious comments about you, or just really have something nasty to say to you, even if it's in person in your face, the reality of it is they are not performing at the same level that you are. Haters are always a level below you. That's why when you're on stage performing, people are sitting beneath you and not above you, unless they're out in the rafters, which even then, they're not even noticed. Okay? So you see, my analogy with that is they're either too far to even matter, or they're so close up on you that they're beneath you, where you have to literally get down to their level to even hear what they're saying and even respond to what they're talking about. But what I'm going to show you are a few mindsets, a few mantras, as we always go through these every day, to how to approach these situations that approaches you anyway with these comments, with these opinions, with this such feedback. And the first approach of this is to see it all as being positive. That's why when you hear me at the end of my video to say that I want you to leave a thumbs up, a thumbs down, leave a comment, what you like, what you didn't like, I give such emphasis on what you didn't like and the thumbs down part. I even raise my decibel level a little bit when I say those things, because I really look forward to seeing what these individuals have to say. Because sometimes, because the insight of that process, when someone says something negative to you, is the mindset that you have coming into this conversation as to say, thank you for that comment, and thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to think my way to a better solution, to a better aspect, to a better perspective of what you're saying to me. And that becomes a habit like everything else. So you start to welcome in those haters, those repelling individuals, those polarity-based individuals where you're positive, they're negative, so they're pushing against you anyway. And just like magnets that way, the closer you put them together, they shake, they vibrate, but no matter how much you try to connect them together, they never click. And that's the reality between you and your haters or your negative naysayers into your audience. So take it all as positive, because it really is. It's positive that they notice you. It's positive that they have something to say about you to you. It's positive that you get the opportunity to respond and prove to yourself, not to them, but prove to yourself that you actually are not this certain individual that's saying that you are. That you actually are doing what they say you're not doing. That you actually are not in this for the money. You're in this for the gift of giving and building and helping others to reach their goals, to reach their potential, to realize that this is the direction they need to go in their life in order to obtain their goals in life, is that they first have to find their gifts, and then with the gift of finding themselves, they get smarter, they become more aware, and then that positive life, that desired life that they wish to have with all the trinkets and material things starts to come towards them. Henceforth, our slogan and our mission, find your gift and your best life will find you. And the second part here of that, the mindset to take with positive criticism, is to understand that no matter what, it's not your reality. Not even if you tell yourself this, it's not your reality at all. The reason being is because time is a construct. Time is ever flowing. A second ago, that was the past. Whatever was said there, unless you hit the rewind button, you don't remember it anyway, and you're not paying attention to it because you're moving forward with what's going on, and that's how you have to approach life. Is just take it forward, keep it on play, don't hit the rewind button, and just keep it moving. No matter what someone said a month or two ago or a year ago, it's not your current reality now. Not unless you allow them to give you an opinion that you wish to hold on to, because for whatever reason, these videos just aren't for you, and you allow yourself to be drawn into that deep, dark hole that takes you nowhere. So with that, always understand that it's not your reality. It's not your reality about from their opinions that they have for you. It's just simply an interaction. That's all it is. It's simply an opportunity to grow, because it's change. It's something new. It's something unexpected. There's not a certainty with it until you get involved and start responding to it. Take that with every conversation that you have with every individual. Take it as an opportunity to say, I can learn from this. No matter what they said, I can learn from this. Even for instance, let's say into a relationship, a personal, intimate relationship with an individual. Say that you all just have this weird energy at times where you just, a random argument occurs where you're not involved until the argument comes towards you, and then you're like, WTF? What just happened? How did we get here? I was just lying down on the couch and you came inside yammering and murmuring. I don't even think that's a word, but you get what I'm saying. They're just yelling and screaming for no reason. And then you come to breathe. You now focus. You're looking at the individual, you're listening to them in anticipation of a response. And you're realizing with yourself that I'm learning about them. I'm going to ask them questions to see how did this happen? Where did this attitude come from? Where did all of this stem from? Where did it start from? Because if you know without a shadow of a doubt, you wasn't around this person all day, you didn't go to work with them, you didn't speak to them on the phone much all day, which that could be the issue, or anything of the matter, you know that you did not contribute to this attitude that they gave you. So therefore, do not make it your reality by giving in and saying, you're right, it is my fault. say that with the expectation of you're right, I take responsibility for this conversation because I have the power to make this conversation meaningful, to make it progressive so that both of us can grow from it. So therefore, I will take in what you're giving me, but I'm going to take it with a certain approach so that we can both learn, we can both grow from it, and we can both be better from it. And that's when you allow the individual to get everything they got, out of their system. And, don't be snide. Don't have one of those weird YouTube comments like, are you done? Are you finished? Responses to them, because that's only going to piss them off more, even if it makes you laugh a little bit. But it's not worth it. It's not worth that weird moment that can lead into several days down the road where you all don't get to enjoy each other intimately. So take that moment, learn from it, probe them with the proper questions. Where did it start from? Who was involved? How did you come to allow it to affect you? And what do you think should happen from this? How do you think it should have happened? Ask them these questions. Be their psychologists so that they can gain their perspective and their awareness back. They can get their power back from their partner, from their spouse that is there for them anyway in support. Show them that you learned from these videos that, hey, this is what we need to do so we can move forward. So therefore, let's slow it down. Let's see where we can go from here. Let's see what we can do to settle this right now. Because this is not something we need to go to bed with. This is not something we need to go to dinner with. We need to settle this now. And that's when you take over. That's when you take responsibility. And that's when the reality of your reality now becomes both of you all's reality, which is now more positive for you all to move forward with. Okay? And the last perspective to take when you're looking into criticism versus feedback is to listen with your higher potential ear. The purpose of all these videos is for you to grow at least 1% more each time that you watch these videos. Grow 1% better to realize that you do have a gift that you need to pull out of yourself, something that you do well, something that you can do to give back to the world, to shape the world in your image. And therefore, with that gift also follows the life that you so desire for the person you want to be with, the person you want to be, for the things you want to have, for the amount of money that you want to make. Everything lies with finding that gift because it opens up every opportunity that God has for you, and you allow yourself to align yourself with God's plan. When you do allow yourself to find the gift from within you that God has for you. But in order to do that, you have to take every situation with a higher potential self of you with a better ear. Take your time. Don't think about responding. Think about listening. As you're listening, start comprehending. Start getting clarification. Start to think of ways that we can resolve this quicker, sooner rather than later. Start thinking of ways that this individual can be better from it. Don't preach at them, but talk to them and really have an interaction and a discussion. Find a safe place so that you all can really be comfortable and you all can feel at ease and at peace while at the same time working towards whatever needs to be settled down. Now, that's pretty much in a nutshell, kind of the Cliff Notes version of what you would do with a relationship and how to be better, how to be a better spouse in a relationship. And I have a series of videos for that coming up too, if they already haven't come up in one of our playlists that you need to click on the link to get towards. But going back towards the criticism of the individuals in your community that are following you, that are commenting on what you're dishing out, that have something negative to say towards you, or just the situations that come towards you that are perceived as negative, you should perceive everything with a positive eye to say that this works out for me because. Like, for instance, the worst thing that can happen, one of the worst things, someone gets in a 2 or 3 car accident or more. Positively, I wasn't involved in that. Positively, I have the opportunity to pray for someone for a full recovery so that my prayers can go to them in exchange for me receiving spiritual blessings from on high. It's something as simple as that if you have the right perspective and a mindset from it. Now, don't go looking for negative things to pray towards and ask for blessings towards, because that's not how it works. But take in with every situation that may just happen to you spontaneously or even knowingly that happens to you. Take it with the mindset that this is positive, this works out for me because. That's your phrase for the day, is to say, this works for me because. Then you figure it out with a positive mindset and you go from there as to say, this works. I hope this happens again at a greater scale so that I can grow further and further. And the next thing you know, it becomes such a beautiful habit that you have that the world around you literally gravitates only the positive towards you. Very few and minimum things may slip through the cracks that are slightly negative, but you have so much positivity in your environment and around you, in your support group around you, that you're going to always have more arsenal positively to face that one little small negative bullet that may come towards you with very little velocity where you can just dump it away. Okay, with positivity. This is another great video brought to you from Mills Life and Business Consulting. And as always, I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I want you to do a few things. As always, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications button, and just join the community, join our Facebook group, join our Twitter page, join our IG, join everything that you find out about Mills Life and Business Consulting down the road as well. And as we get ready to set up workshops and seminars and things of that nature, join those too, because members of our community always get early bird specials that no one else would get who haven't quite joined the community yet. And also too, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, hit that comment section, tell me what you like, what you didn't like, and let's go from there. Let's build a dialogue. Let's get you to where I'm at so that we can be there together and make room for everyone else that haven't quite got there yet. And as always, remember, find your gift and your best life will find you. This is Nick Billion signing off. I'll talk to you soon.